12 electoral votes, Donald Trump has secured a powerful mandate to lead our constitutional republic. Joe Biden extended congratulations, and world leaders are reaching out to recognize this historic victory. Trump's coalition expanded across all demographics, has transformed the political landscape, and his policies will continue to resonate with Hispanics, Blacks, LGBTQ, young voters, Asians, etc., etc. And the market responds. Bitcoin hits record highs, and the global stage braces for a bold America First agenda. And as Trump proclaims the White House, our movement remains as strong as ever. That's it, folks. For more details, head over to GoRightNews.com. Find hashtag GoRight with Peter Boykin on Spotify, Spreaker, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, and other platforms. And if you believe in the mission, you can help us keep good and strong. Visit Cash App at $ Peter Boykin, the number 1, with links to GoRightNews.com and PeterBoykin.com. Let's keep fighting for America. It's time to go right. God bless everybody. Peace.
It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing the right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you. It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing the right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align, with liberty's flame our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true, let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place.
love the flow. 69, now it's time for new, believable people, and we must do it. If we don't control insiders, this will be over and over. To lead by an any big fat love, find common ground, to halt the spread of lies, and we must do it big fat love, find common ground, to halt the spread of lies, and any America first, America first, non-fatal. We want to build a much better, believable people, and we must do it non-fatal. Communication very much higher. America first. To lead by an any insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. More of insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. America first. Love the flow. 69. Now it's time for new, believable people, and we must do it. If we don't control insiders, this will be over and over. To lead by an any big fat love, find common ground, to halt the spread of lies, and we must do it big fat love, find common ground, to halt the spread of lies, and any America first, America first, non-fatal. We want to build a much better, believable people, and we must do it non-fatal. Communication very much higher. America first. To lead by an any insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. More of insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. America first. Love the flow.
And we begin our final sprint, having arrived at that point in the election season where basically we on this side of the TV screen have said all we can. We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election, where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely a far-right dictatorial regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy, but also white-ruled South Africa before Mandela and the black majority took control, or Vladimir Putin's Russia, Viktor Orban's Hungary, or Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela today, that suppresses the rights of women and minorities, uses the military to execute the whims of a strongman dictator, and controls and suppresses the press, education, the arts, rewrites history to suit a favored and dominant racial class, and foments extravagant corruption in order to enrich the dictator and his friends.
We're still standing strong in our hometown, in a land where truth won't be kept down. No more shadows that hide the light. We're pushing forward to make it right. Now we rise with a second chance to bring it back with one bold stance. And we're hoping here in our hometown for a future where we won't back down. Dreams of unity and pride for everyone, side by side. And we're rising up in our hometown with hope that keeps us standing proud. With every step we'll see it through, red, white, and blue for me and you.
But right at this moment, this does feel more like 2016 than 2020.
Imagine a red wall, a huge red wall, rising up across Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina, and many other states. A powerful image, not of a brick and mortar, but of votes and voices, united to deliver a decisive win. Donald Trump has done what his supporters long hoped for, secured a commanding electoral victory. This isn't just another political comeback. It's a profound shift in America's direction, a choice to uphold the values of a constitutional republic. Welcome to hashtag Go Right with me, Peter Boykin, the Constitutionalist for Liberty, where we bring you the stories of today from a constitutional perspective, grounded in liberty and patriotism. Today, we dive into the 2024 election results, Trump's declaration of an unprecedented mandate, and what Republican control of Congress could mean for America's future. Remember, we fight for what's right because it's time to go right.
Time to go right. Time to go right. Time to go right.
In a sweeping victory, President-elect Donald Trump declared that, quote, America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate as he secured Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Pennsylvania was called shortly after 2 a.m. Eastern, a symbolic win that clinched his second term in the White House. Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign faltered as the night went on, leaving her far short of the turnout needed to reclaim key battleground states. Her struggles were most noticeable in regions where Democrats traditionally relied on urban votes. Trump managed to make inroads in urban areas, drawing support across rural and metropolitan lines at levels far exceeding his 2020 performance, which we know the 2020 election was stolen. And this, folks, this declares it. We know it. Trump addressed his supporters from Palm Beach County Convention Center, painting his victory as a monumental movement in American history. Quote, this is a moment like nobody's ever seen before. Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. He said in an emerged crowd gathering near his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, with endorsements from notable figures, ones that matter, not celebrities, not singers, the ones that matter, the ones that are making change. Notable figures like Elon Musk and Robert F. Kennedy. Trump declared the beginning of a new era aimed at helping our country heal. Making our country healthy again, right? The new administration, he promised, would focus on strengthening America's borders and tackling issues that he says have weakened this nation. His vision extends to reinvigorating support for traditional values and reversing policies that he believes compromises American sovereignty and freedom. And when we're talking about traditional values, folks, we're not talking about what a lot of people think. We're talking about bringing back America where we are taking care of each other, where we're putting food on our plates, where we're making sure people have jobs, where we're making people believe in America again, where people have pride in America. Those are the types of traditional values that I believe in. We'll be right back.
Thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
The Republicans have officially regained control of the Senate and could soon take the House, shifting the power dynamics in Washington, D.C. This victory not only paves the way for Donald Trump to enact his policies, but also signals a conservative wave, a constitutional wave per se, across the legislative branch. The results indicate that America's electorate was ready for a change, and Republicans are poised to make that happen. Republicans claim Senate seats in states like West Virginia, Montana, and Ohio, creating a larger majority. The GOP's strengthened Senate presence means that, unlike during Trump's first term, or at least the back half of it, his legislative agenda is now more likely to advance with minimal obstruction. Should the House also fall under GOP control, conservative or constitutional policies on economic reform, border security, and judicial appointments could receive the necessary support for substantial progress. This shift promises to have significant policy implications for years to come, with Republicans ready to challenge current administration policies on spending, taxation, and some social issues. I see a victory. I also see an opportunity that we have to let people know that we have to move forward. Not the past, but we have to move forward. And our legislature should listen to the people. And we are going to make America much better than it ever has been before. And now Donald Trump has that power. But remember, folks, in 2016, Donald Trump took office. In 2018, we put the pedal off the metal some. And people didn't understand that Donald Trump might be the president, but he needs the legislative to help. And then we lost in 2018. And then it was impeachments. And then it was COVID. And everything else. So, folks, election day, election time for 2026 starts now. And we have to keep the pedal on the metal to ensure that Trump has a full 4 years to do what's needed and that we can move forward for the future post-Trump with someone who's just as great and will work making America great. Don't let up. Don't let up.
NBC News can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president. And for so many of you watching right now, that news is, to say the least, a lot to digest. I understand that personally. After he lost 4 years ago, he refused to accept the outcome and incited a violent insurrection on our nation's capital. He's campaigned while facing criminal indictments related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 results, and he's run as a convicted felon. During this campaign, he has also promised to essentially be an authoritarian leader, to use power like no American president ever has before, and wield that power to go after his political enemies. This is a man who's also bragged about overturning Roe v. Wade and stripping away women's bodily autonomy. He's promised to conduct mass deportations to crack down on the rights of millions of Americans. Donald Trump is an anti-democratic force, but he's just been elected democratically in our country.
If the Democrats fail, it might be the end of American bureaucracy.
Our bureaucracy really is in fundamental peril.
The foundations of American bureaucracy under attack.
They want to destroy our bureaucracy.
We are a bureaucracy in danger.
We're watching an election where people are on the ballot openly advocating the end of bureaucracy.
That's what Republicans are doing, attacking bureaucracy, attempting to destroy bureaucracy, and they're doing it with glee.
This is the end of bureaucracy in America.
When will America stop sleepwalking towards the end of bureaucracy?
Right. It's Democrats versus, as Bill Kristol says, the end of bureaucracy.
We are essentially, as Neil put it, one vote away from sort of the end of bureaucracy as we know it.
I think our bureaucracy and the stability of that bureaucracy is really the thing on the ballot and really so important.
You deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of
Trump's victory wasn't just a win in traditional Republican strongholds. It reflected his expanding appeal across various demographics. I should know, being the founder with my other half of Gays for Trump and supporting other Trump groups. Early data shows that Trump made substantial gains with Latino voters, bolstered support in rural areas, and ran almost evenly with Harris among young male voters, a demographic traditionally aligned with Democrats. This broadened base allowed Trump to reclaim victories in states like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona, especially here in it's called Trump country here, in North Carolina, solidifying his path to the White House even further. Kamala Harris's campaign struggled to bring in the high urban turnout needed to secure key swing states. For example, in Pennsylvania, the place where they tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and so much other nasty things. But Pennsylvania didn't yield the numbers Harris hoped for, effectively closing her path to victory. Trump's improved performance among minority voters included Latino, black men, gay people, everybody across the board. Not only demonstrates a shift in political allegiance, but also suggests a broader acceptance of constitutional values. We'll be right back with our hashtag #GoRight recap. Well, you know it, Donald Trump won. We'll be right back.
We're still standing strong in our hometown, in a land where truth won't be kept down. No more shadows that hide the light. We're pushing forward to make it right. Our fathers built this country great, with freedom, strength as their faith. Now we rise with a second chance to bring it back with one bold stance. And we're hoping here in our hometown for a future where we won't back down. Dreams of unity and pride for everyone, side by side. They're bringing life to city streets, reviving towns from where we meet. With heart and grit, we pave the way, working hard every day. No more dreams that fade and go, no more promises so slow. For every child, a brand new dawn, America will carry on. And we're rising up in our hometown, with hope that keeps us standing proud. With every step we'll see it through, red, white, and blue, for me and you. This land has blessed us from the start, and now we're fighting with all our heart. The stars and stripes wave strong and true, our nation's spirit born anew. Side by side we'll break these chains, bringing back pride through sun and rain. And we're dreaming here in our hometown, lifting up the land that we found. Side by side we'll break these chains, bringing back pride through sun and rain.
Trump's 2024 victory and his declaration of unprecedented mandate set the stage for what he promises to be a transformative 4 years in the White House. With Republicans controlling the Senate and possibly the House, Trump has the support needed to implement sweeping changes across the nation. His campaign's appeal to a broader demographic signals a shift in political allegiance, with Latinos and young men and gays and blacks, etc., leaning in favor of his vision for a stronger America. The Republican majority in Congress is poised to make waves on issues from border security to judicial reform, creating a unified front to address what Trump calls America's urgent need for help. This election wasn't just about one man or one party. It was about the movement behind it. America has spoken, and the message is loud and clear. We are ready for a government that reflects the values of a constitutional republic, dedicated to freedom, prosperity, and strength. Folks, that's us. And we'll continue Go Right News. It's been a great tool to help campaign for Donald Trump in a way and to let people know about the news, but we're not letting the pedal down. We're going to keep going forward, and we're going to keep going right. For more in-depth coverage, visit GoRightNews.com. Follow hashtag GoRight with Peter Boykin on Rumble. Catch us on YouTube, TikTok, Spreaker, Spotify, Facebook, X, Twitter, and more. Support our mission by donating at Cash App, $ Peter Boykin, the number 1, and explore more at GoRightNews.com and PeterBoykin.com. Thank you for joining us. And pretty soon we'll be partying, hopefully for the inauguration, and I'm hoping that we'll put together a Rally for America on March for Trump, possibly in June. Let the smoke clear a little bit. Get our juices flowing. Get out there and vote and keep going and pushing. So thank you for joining us. And remember, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep moving right. God bless everybody. Peace. Can you believe it's been 9 years since Donald Trump entered the political arena? It feels just like yesterday. I guess that's what they say when time flies when you're having fun. That's what Trump did. He made politics fun. And he did it while facing non-stop persecution. The Russia hoax, 2 impeachments, the stolen election, nearly 100 felony charges, 2 assassination attempts, and the man keeps going. Night after night, dancing to the YMCA or whatever, song is playing with crowds of his 20,000 or so closest friends. Now, I'm a Trump guy. I mean, come on, I can't hide it. And it hit me after he held these last 4 rallies, concluding after 2 a.m. in Michigan, that this is the last time we're going to watch him campaign for president for himself. So win or lose, hopefully win, I had a blast. And I know you did too. There isn't much more to say besides vote. Vote for the guy who fought for you, literally took a bullet for you, and made you smile while doing it. And I'm going to leave you with Trump's closing message. Speaking at his final presidential campaign rally in Grand Michigan, Trump ended his speech telling the crowd, quote, "Today will be the most important day in the history of our country, and together we will make America powerful again, we will make America wealthy again, we will make America healthy again, we will make America strong again, We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. I love you. I love you all. God bless. That's how usually I end my podcasts. God bless everybody.
It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. It's time to go right. Let the truth ignite. We're bringing right news into the light. With Peter Boykin at the helm, we're taking a stand. Constitutionalist for America, we protect this land. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place where opinions align. With liberty's flame, our voices combine. Citizen journalism, honest and true. Let's go right, it's the podcast for you. Welcome to the place.
So you won't hear from the Vice President tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation.
Oh yeah, the crowd is buzzing. A new dawn rising, feel it coming. Oh yeah! RFK's got the call to bring the cure. Health and hope, the people want more. Judges pause, they feel the tide. J6 whispers, will justice collide? The pulse
pulse of the nation's beating strong. Together we'll right the rights and wrongs. Clear the slate, feel the power rise. Oh yeah, truth is shining, cutting through the lies. We're building hell, we're chasing dreams, under the banner of red, white, and blue. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And a judgment cloud. No room for hate in disaster's way. Equality's roots, they'll never break. Constitutionalists for America's call. From the eyes of the land to the courtroom halls. Justice waits as the pendulum swings. A new song rises, let freedom ring. Clear the slate with the funk divine. Oh yeah, stand together, let the nation shine. From Go Right News, the stories flow. United hearts, it's a cosmic show. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Capital echoes with hopes renewed. Healing wounds, it's overdue. Presidential pens, they write the fate. Will tomorrow's promise eradicate hate? Oh yeah, yeah, the future's bright. Under the liberty of America, justice takes flight. RFK's mission, Trump's new song. It's a journey where we all belong. Clear the slate with the nation's soul. Oh yeah, building bridges, making people whole. Justice, health, and unity's key. Together strong, that's the destiny. Yeah, yeah, oh, clear the slate. The slate. Let justice and love navigate. Go Right News, the path is clear. For a brighter future, we persevere. Oh yeah.
They said he was done forever.
He is done.
The end of this Trump era.
There'll be new faces and new voices.
The final chapter of Donald Trump.
I don't know what the future of this party can be.
The movement we started is only just beginning.
The entire system went after him.
Mar-a-Lago was raided by FBI.
New York indictment.
A sweeping indictment in
Donald
Georgia.
Trump says he's been indicted again.
I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear.
But he never stopped fighting for you.
I will never stop fighting for you, your family, and our magnificent country.
And we will win, win, win. We're going to win, win, win.
Thank you, President Trump, for fighting for us. The greatest political comeback in American history.
Donald Trump has been elected president.
Now, it's time we fight for you.
The golden age of America, that's what we have.
The best is yet to come.
Welcome back to Hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, where we dive deep into the heart of what's moving our constitutional republic. As we stand on the cusp of a new era under President-elect Donald Trump, the political landscape is as turbulent as a Florida hurricane. But let's not let the media storm clouds dampen our spirits. Imagine this: the left is in full panic mode. branding everyone from the local sheriff to the new HHS director as Putin puppets are unfit. Even so many are saying that Donald Trump stole the election, that Elon Musk helped Donald Trump steal the election, which is funny considering and ironic considering they're saying the same things that we, the Trump people, complained about in the 2020 election. So to prove their theory that the election was stolen in 2024, it would prove that we were right about 2020. But we know that the election was not stolen here in 2024, that Donald Trump won fair and square. So as we sip our adult beverages, let's take a moment to appreciate the irony and enjoy the spectacle of their meltdown as we continue our journey to make America great again. We'll be right back. Remember, we fight for what's right because it's time to go right.
Time to go right. Time to go right. Time to go right.
In a move that's set to redefine health policy in our nation, President-elect Donald Trump has announced Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as the new Director of Health and Human Services, HHS. Trump took to Truth Social to share his vision. Quote, "For far too long, Americans have been crushed by the industrial food complex and drug companies who have engaged in deception, misinformation, and disinformation when it comes to public health. Mr. Kennedy will restore these agencies to the traditions of gold standard scientific research and beacons of transparency to end the chronic disease epidemic and to make America great and healthy again." Now, Kennedy's role will be pivotal, overseeing the CDC, FDA, and NIH and other health agencies. His mantle includes managing not just physical health policies, but also mental health, public health initiatives, and welfare programs. This appointment signals a significant shift towards transparency and a crackdown in what Kennedy describes as corruption within these sectors. Now, with an eye on chronic diseases like obesity, cancer, and diabetes, Kennedy aims to dismantle the influence of Big Pharma over public health policy. His approach, while controversial, focuses on questioning established health protocols like the vaccine schedule, which he believes might contribute to negative health outcomes. Now, the markets didn't take this news lying down. Shares of major pharmaceutical giants like Moderna, AstraZeneca, and GSK saw a dip, reflecting investor concerns over potential policy shifts that can impact these companies' revenue streams. Kennedy himself has expressed his commitment to Trump's vision with, quote, "Thank you, real Donald Trump, for your leadership and courage. I'm committed to advancing your vision to make America healthy again. Let's go." We'll see what happens in the future. We'll be right back.
When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was going to happen. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. We are in the presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations! But
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died. And I'm proud to be an American.
please welcome the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Thank you.
The men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
The waiting game for justice, an unprecedented twist in the legal saga surrounding the defendants of January 6th Capitol incident. Federal judges have hit the pause button on ongoing cases. These cases are not about new evidence or legal technicalities. Rather, they hinge on the potential for President-elect Donald Trump to intervene with his executive powers, and here's what's unfolding. Judicial decisions, 2 U.S. federal judges, in a move that's caught both supporters and critics off guard, have agreed to postpone the legal proceedings for individuals charged in connection with the January 6 events. This decision comes after defense attorneys for those defendants argued that their clients should not face trial given the likelihood of presidential action in their favor. Now, the rationale behind these postponements is deeply rooted in the anticipation of what Trump might do once he assumes office again. There's a widespread belief, especially among conservative circles, that Trump might use his constitutional right to pardon or outright dismiss the charges against these individuals, labeling them as victims of political persecution. Now, Donald Trump has the pardon power. The President of the United States has the authority to grant pardons for federal offenses, except in cases of impeachment. This power, vested by Article 2, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, allows Donald Trump, should he choose, to absolve January 6 defendants of their legal consequences, effectively wiping their slate clean. Now, there's some implications for this rule of law. This situation brings to the forefront the delicate balance between law and politics in a constitutional republic. Critics argue that such delays could undermine the rule of law, suggesting that justice might be swayed by political outcomes rather than legal merits. Then again, do you think these people would have been in jail or locked up if Donald Trump hadn't had 2020 stolen from him? Supporters, however, view this as a necessary correction, asserting that the legal actions against January 6 participants were politically activated and motivated from the start. Now, the public and the legal have an opinion. The move has sparked a significant debate. Legal experts are split. Some see it as appropriate acknowledgement of the upcoming administration's potential policies, while others fear it dilutes the immediacy and certainty of legal accountability. Public opinion, particularly among conservative and libertarian groups, largely leans toward seeing these defendants as having been unfairly targeted. Now, as we look ahead, as we await for Trump's inauguration, the legal community, the defendants, and their families are in limbo. The decisions by the judges reflect a broader narrative where legal proceedings are now tied to the political calendar, demonstrating how deeply politics can affect the justice system. Now, this unfolding scenario poses fundamental questions about justice, political power, and the integrity of the legal processes in America. Whether these delays lead to pardons or a continuation of legal battles, it's a moment where the wheels of justice are undeniably influenced by the political winds of change. I, for one, would like to see our January 6 prisoners, our political prisoners, let go. If anything, they should get the same type of